Hi guys, welcome to yet another podcast. And in this podcast, we have Vivek Kandula with us. Vivek has worked with top people in the industry and run their Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and all the advertising stuff you basically see. So all the people you see on your Facebook and Instagram feed and get irritated by, Vivek is the person that you can blame to. After losing literally lakhs on digital marketing agencies, paying them lakhs to run my ads, get paid media, and not able to get results, I was finally able to find Vivek, and that's why we have him on this podcast. He has been running my ads from past 6 to 8 months. We are getting consistently results. We launched our VSL funnel. We got huge success with that. Then we stopped that, and now we are ready to launch our workshop funnel. It is all possible because of Vivek. From landing page copy to the ad scripts to everything. This podcast would cover every part of that. So stay tuned. Without taking much of your time, I would just hand the mic to Vivek and let him explain about himself and what he does.
Hey,
Welcome.
thanks, Himanshu. Thanks for inviting me on this podcast. I'm really happy to be part of this. Yeah, and I really love your interaction that like I'm a irritating person, but yeah, I really like that because I feel that ads have to be irritating because it creates a kind of emotion in ourselves. So that's really good thing. So yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What about you? क्या चल रहा है पूरे दिन में? What happened?
Pretty good. Pretty mellow Wednesday.
अच्छा.
So yeah, I actually was preparing for this podcast. I was I want to see what has to be on because the things which we were going to discuss were very interesting. It was not basic stuff. Any basic stuff, I would have been bored. But this is like pretty interesting stuff. So I'm pretty excited to actually have this going on.
Awesome, yeah, awesome. So, what's your story has been like? When did you started ads, or how did you learn it, and why did you build an agency? Like, has been your story?
Right. So my advent into the market of marketing or advertising has been the one which has derived from let us say requirement. So a lot of people, again, everyone has a requirement. Sabko paise chahiye, like people are going to come, but that mine was a different requirement. I had my own business which I was running. So out of college in 2017, when I was out of college, I was I had my own business in South Africa. We had a consultancy agency for for PR, for HR consultancy agency, and also we do immigration consultancy. So we used to have a business. It was running really well, and we wanted to expand it to India also. So and I was handling the business in South Africa while being in India. So from day one, I've been an online office kind of person. I've never been to office. I've never stayed in office. I had a home office. Even when I started out, I had like one laptop. I connected that laptop my old monitor, so so that I had two screens, so I can have better visibility. So that is my thing. So from there, when I understood that, okay, when I was in India, my neighbor came to me and he has a store. He has a plant store. If you are familiar with bonsais, bonsai is a small plants.
Yes, small plants.
So he had a plant store, and he came to me and asked Vivek, and we live little very interior part of Hyderabad. So we live in Hyderabad, we're a little interior part of Hyderabad, and having a store inside very interior part for a very different product is very hard to market. Like these kind of products, right? They have to be out there on
in the market with a big showroom, and traffic should be there. Customers should be
there. Or people won't even know what is happening. So he came to me and Vivek, this is my thing. Could you help me with something? Maybe you can make money out of it. Money was not a motivating factor for him, but since he's a neighbor and he has a very beautiful collection. So I was very fascinated with those products, and I was like, okay, fine. What can I do? So that helped me to understand brands. So I thought of why should I market his nursery when I can create my own brand. So that is how my second company was born, Yumi and Bonsai. So I created my own brand. I created my own logo. I learned how to build websites for this brand. I learned how to how to use Google My Business. I learned how to do all of this stuff. And at this point of time, I learned how to do SEO. I was working 16-17 hours a day because 6 hours I used to work for my office, And again, rest of the thing, I was learning SEO, I was learning website building. I built my own website, I built my own e-commerce site for this. When I got my first order from US, the day I launched my website, and I was like very very happy, and all this thing happened. So again, everything is going well, but after a point of time, it hits stagnation. So what I understood is, okay, this is a very very unique product. If people don't know about the product, people don't even know what bonsai is.
Hmm.
People won't even buy it.
Hmm.
So I understood, okay, I need to start educating people. So that's how I understood that, okay, fine. If I have a workshop where I'm teaching people how to make bonsais in my nursery, in the nursery, then they can come in, they can learn, and they can buy few more plants. That was my idea. I never had any idea about Siddharth Rajshekhar or like education products or anything. My idea was very, very, again, every idea of mine was born out of requirement. I needed more reach. So I was like, okay, fine, I have to create a book. I have to create education about the product.
Again, the same thing I do. Whatever business you have, just add an education layer to that. And
yes, exactly. Like that's why I really, really connect with you. Whenever you say like, Vivek, we can sell any product with by educating people, I totally agree with you, because it worked for me. It worked for a small business which was making around 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees per month. We went all the way up to 4 lakhs per month.
Oh,
we went to a lot of revenue. Again, at a point of time before COVID, we had franchises in Bangalore. We were supposed to start it in Chennai. We were supposed to start it in Pune. We were supposed to start it in start in Delhi. Everything was ready, but someone ate a bat and everything went to. So that is hard. So to get people onto the workshop, I understood okay, I had to reach more people. That is how I got into Facebook ads. So I started doing lead forms. If you know lead forms, we do lead forms. I did not know nothing about Pixel. I did not even understand the terminology of Pixel. I did not understand anything. I did not understand landing page. I did do lead forms. I used to download leads. I used to call them myself. I used to send them WhatsApp messages myself. I used to convert them for my workshop. And after one workshop I've done, I've understood that I spent 5,000 rupees for the whole campaign. I got 70,000 rupees back.
Oh, at that point.
I understood, okay, there's a lot I can do with this. So that is how I started implementing it for my other South African business. We grew it to $1 million business in South Africa. We're using Facebook ads. We got getting a lot of people. Then I understood I really, really loved this part of the job. I loved marketing. I loved selling stuff. I loved understanding. Again, more importantly, I loved playing with people's mind and irritating them. I loved experimenting on people's minds, and that is what marketing is all about for me.
Correct.
It's not about copy. It's not about angles. How do I make a lot of experiments so that one experiment triggers a reaction in the other person? That's how marketing is about for me. So I learned everything on my own. I've never been to any course. Because I did not even know there were courses for this. I had no clue that there is a workshop for this. There's not, because at that point in time there was nothing.
So can we say it's kind of your natural talent? Facebook ads, it naturally came to you. For example, selling is my thing. It naturally comes to me. It's not something I took courses on do something. It was something that I was I cannot sit without selling if I'm in a group of people. It's like that. It comes natural to me. So was it natural?
Marketing was very natural to me. Marketing and strategizing was very natural to me. Every step of the way, I saw Facebook as a tool to implement it. I never took Facebook very, very seriously. Even now, I don't take it seriously, because if I take it so seriously, right? If someday Facebook collapses, I'll be just a Facebook advertiser. If Facebook collapses, I'm nobody. I don't want to be that in place. I want to be a marketer first. I want to understand products. I want to understand people. And I want to understand, take the knowledge and implement it on tools, which I can get results from. So that is how I consider Facebook from. So Facebook, even now I tell them, every monkey can learn Facebook ads. Making it work is something a superhuman.
It makes you human.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyone can learn.
But you can learn the script, but you can't learn to sell. It's like that.
Yeah. It's not about you just do this. No. You need to understand the intricacies, you need to understand the people. There are a lot of variables happening. So Yeah, that is how it is.
It
So
is not
then,
just not the copy, the creatives or the landing page. It's more on the psychology, what the person is thinking when he's seeing the
yes,
ad, all towards
yes,
that side.
yes. Where is he right now? Where should we take him to? These are the
Uh,
2 points we need to keep in mind. And like, what are we doing to take him from this point to this point?
hmm.
That is all that matters. And if like Facebook is letting him take from here to here, good. Google is letting him take, good. Instagram, good. Pinterest, good. Again, I don't mind. But is the transformation happening, and what should I do to push that transformation? That's all like
Right.
focus more on about.
Right. So think on the marketing view and then get on the platform, not first the platform and then the marketing level, because people do this mistake. I
Yes,
see people
yes,
searching on YouTube, is Facebook better or Google? Is YouTube better or
yes,
Facebook? Which is a wrong mindset. Because first you
yes.
need to understand the customer, your product and the product market fit, and then get to the platform कि ये platform मेरे लिए best रहेगा.
That's
If I'm
right.
selling a 45,000 refrigerator, Facebook ads I don't think would work for you. Google ads would.
Right, that's right. Because like even with me, right? So I started doing SEO. Then I
Hmm.
started doing Google My Business because mine was a local business.
Right.
I started getting like local leads, and it worked on. Even now, if you type human, like if you type bonsai in like Google search,
Hyderabad. Uh,
not in Hyderabad, in India, bonsai India, our my website ranks in the top 10.
oh, nice.
I've sat down, I've read again. I have no clue about plants. Even now, I don't even water plants. Please understand this. I sat down and wrote like 10,000 words articles on them
Uh,
because I understood. Okay, what should I do to educate people? I can't just like write like four again. That's why we can't just like write like
right.
one Instagram post about it, and people can like you have to write like extensive stuff. So I did that even now. From there, the requirement is different. I had to reach past a certain place. Then again, I have to reach them faster. That's how Facebook came into the thing because ads came into the thing. So
Right.
that's how it like requirement drives decisions, not the other way around.
Hmm.
So yeah,
So a quick funny story. Vivek and me were in a Facebook group when we met, and there was a person who needed some help with ClickFunnels, and I was kind of expert in that. So I just pinged Vivek and I helped him through that. So I was going through Vivek's WhatsApp profile. There's a business WhatsApp profile, right? And the
right,
first link I click on was You, Me, and Bonsai Wali link, and I clicked
right.
that, and I'm like, ये इंसान पौधे बेचता है, मेरे ऐड चला पाएगा कि नहीं? And I was like, यार शायद नहीं चला पाएगा, ये पौधे बेचता है यार, how can I trust this person? I'm a coach, I am a consultant, how can this happen? And then I crossed the tab and I just went to my work and doing everything. And then I think you messaged me thanks or something like that, and I again clicked on profile, and then I saw एक और link is Strux वाली. I clicked on that, and then I saw Swastik Nandakumar, and I saw the location, I saw these people. I'm like, अच्छा, now he's the right person that I can reach out to.
ये पौधे भी बेचता है, कोर्सेज भी बेचता
I was like, ये
है.
पौधे बेचता है, can he sell courses or what? But then I saw that website and I was like, हाँ ठीक, अब बेचता है, he knows what he's doing. Sure.
Right.
And we are having beginners who are watching this. We are having experts who are watching this. So beginners आपके लिए bad news है, ये आपके लिए नहीं है. तो कृपया कर ना देखें तो ज्यादा अच्छा है. Experts अगर आप देख रहे हैं, ये advanced है little bit, you're intermediate, it's good for you, right? So here are my questions on Facebook ads to you. The first is a very um, pointing one at you, which is why should someone hire you as a Facebook ads marketer and not anyone else? Because as you said, it's just a tool. Any monkey can learn it. Then why should
Yes.
someone like hire Vivek or Strux and not like anybody else in the market?
Right. So even to my team, I consistently say that like your Facebook or Instagram or YouTube is just a tool, but you people need to now. It's like you know how to row a boat. That doesn't mean you can like go into a sea.
Right,
It's a very very turbulent sea.
right.
Right, it's like completely different experience.
Hmm.
So you need to understand, you need to navigate, you need to understand regarding the technicalities, you need to have a deep understanding, you need to understand audience also. So the reason, again, if someone asks me like why should we hire you, the first thing I say is you hire me because not just for Facebook ads that anyone can do for you, but you hire me because I'll be able to scale your business to the next level, which does not just include like me running ads for you.
Correct.
Because I'll be like personally involved in your business. I'll understand where the like leak
So,
points
for
are.
example, अगर मेरे business ज़्यादा तो we sat on the back end thing and we
Yes,
sorted it out. On the location thing, we were creating the ecosystem of products and
right,
all of that stuff is kind of
right.
marketing and
So
strategizing compared to Facebook.
yeah, so I understand the whole business. I understand like what can be better. I understand again. I understand offers. I understand people. So I start from people perspective. Like what do they need? So
Hmm.
lot of trainers out there, lot of coaches out there, right? Like they think, "Ha, मेरा एक product है, product के बाद it's over." But
Hmm.
again, their requirement is not ending there. When you end a requirement, it creates 10 new questions because you're getting into something very very new, and
Correct.
that 10 new questions are to be answered, and they might as well do it, learn it from you the
Hmm.
trainer. So you
Right.
can like you can continuously create products over this product or below this product.
Hmm.
So this is how we do it. So we understand the whole thing. We understand where the problems are. Understand like what language they have to speak,
Hmm.
and we communicate with it. And we need to you need to hire me on Facebook ads. Apart from that, we have a very very good success rate where we consistently made. I think this year we made around 3.9 crores in revenue with 60 lakhs in spend for all
Right.
our clients combined.
Correct.
So I think with iOS 14 going around and everything is like everyday firefighting going around where you do not know what is happening, I think we did really, really well.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, that is
Especially
one
for a
reason.
new agency in the market, like putting in 60 lakhs and making 4 crores in a year is a very big deal. It's a very big deal. It's a
Yeah.
very good, number that you have achieved.
Yeah,
And
and
it is
I really, really commend our clients, like in case you also, because to trust us, look, in certain days we lost some amount of
correct. We have
money.
lost money.
We
You have
lost
seen
money.
my that side where I was like,
Yeah,
"Ki
right.
Vivek, please, kuch kar do is hafte." You have seen that
Yeah,
side.
but yeah, that's right. Like there is a stretch where we used to lose money. There is a stretch we used to get like a lot of money, and it used to be very very unpredictable. And I'm really really happy that they actually trusted me to weather the storm. So at the end of the year, when I look back, right, I'm really really grateful to have like great clients.
Thank you
And
so much.
yeah,
Thank you so much. I would take that as a compliment. And for all the people who are watching, let me tell you why this is happening. This is called as a mirror effect. This is a concept that I teach in my course. Um, Mirror effect is simply whatever you are projecting to the market is what market would be projecting to you. So if you are afraid to spend 50,000 on a course, don't ever expect someone to pay you 50,000 rupees. If you don't buy 30,000 per month rupee services, never expect that someone would buy a 30,000 service from you, right? And
right.
I have seen Vivek in that category with a very abundant mindset, like from the start. And he is a very, very, very honest guy because I didn't knew something about GST and something like that. Let me tell you that moment. I didn't knew GST वाला कुछ होता है and Facebook ads से GST का refund or whatever. Vivek just called me and he's like, I need to send you 36,000. We'll cut this from this month's retainer. Is that fine with you? And I was like, 36,000? कौन सी sale हुई? And he was like, no, it's a refund from GST. And at that moment, I felt that's so honest of you because I've been cheated by different agencies in the past and money has been gone or it is not showing in the ads account but they are saying it has been spent and all of that thing has been happened with me and I was like this is a very honest thing that he has done and that is the mirror reflection he gets from his clients as well because then the clients also become like completely transparent and completely honest with the person and that's I think is more important than making the money that relationship that you build with the
Yeah,
person.
yeah, definitely. I think like money comes, money goes. I think relationship is what stays in a small market like ours. Definitely, like
Everyone knows
we
everyone.
yes, everyone knows everyone, right? So yeah, like even if we lose something, right, at some points, it's okay. We just need to be honest. We just need to be upfront and the best part is even other person knows it's true, like they
Correct.
understand circumstances and they know like iska really हुआ है and so is doing that. So
Hmm.
that empathy has to do because everyone we work with are bootstrapped. ऐसा नहीं
Correct.
कि फंडिंग सबका VC funding आ गया है, someone is like putting in money. No, everyone is
Correct.
bootstrapped. Every penny counts. So
I
in
came to
that
40,000 in my hand. I still remember that.
right, yeah. So yeah, it's a great journey altogether.
Right. And चलो ये तो हो गया कि यार why should someone hire you कि because हम पूरे business पे जाते थे not just the marketing part or the Facebook ads part. what is special that you do with Facebook ads, like in your management and in your scaling and whatever? Because
Right.
if it's a tool and everybody can learn it, then it's not like a rare skill and nobody will pay you much higher. But there is something that you do due to which people pay you in thousands and lakhs.
Right. So again, we understood by the in the past 2 years, I managed to understood the language of Facebook, how Facebook works in the backend, and also other channels also. And I that's what I've been successfully able to communicate with my team itself. So whatever I have learned, I consistently push it to my team itself. So we created a system
Hmm.
where we understand, we put the point of testing as the forefront. For example, we do not take any action unless and until we know that this is working, this asset is working. We test all the way from ad copy, headlines, different landing page videos, different landing page scripts, video scripts के ऊपर जो headlines होते हैं, even that we test. We literally test each and everything, and once we know what wins, what is favorite by the audience, only then we scale. So we created a system. It is it's kind of like, how do I put it? It's very it's an internal system we have created. Again, every agency has their own system. We have created our own system. It really worked for us even in the turbulent period.
So it's like a permutation combination game that you're playing.
Not really. When you're starting out, it's a combination game. Then when you identify the right combinations, it's right. No, then like you just need to figure out how to put more money onto the winning combination, and we are able to do it the right way. We know how much is too much and how much is too little.
अच्छा, अब इसमें क्रिएटर और एजेंसी का कितना परसेंटेज रोल होता है कि मतलब इज इट 50-50 कि दोनों पे डिपेंड करती है सक्सेस, 50-50 और 40-60, लाइक व्हाट इज द रेशियो इफ समवन इज प्लानिंग कि यार मुझे अब एड्स चलाने चालू करने चाहिए, बट you should be that much skilled. For example, if you're not good on video, then chances are your ads would not work that great, or you would not see a good conversion.
Right. Again, if you're not good on video, your coaching business might also take a hit. Right. Correct. So again, whenever we work with coaches, right, and the majority of all of them we work with our coaches, everyone has a charm, and we don't work with beginners also. So we work with people who have made a certain amount of money.
1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs.
1.5 lakhs money. So they have a certain kind of charm. They are successful in business. They've seen success. They just want us to scale. So since they've seen success, they know that certain boxes are checked. They have a kind of charm. They have a kind of audience. They can pull off videos and stuff. There are, in certain cases, there are people who we have to sit down and we tell them, this is not good, this could be improved. And the best part again is our clients consistently take that input from us. Ego nahi hota hai, because they know that we are working for their business. If they're like, "Arey, mujhe nahi karna hai," we would never go ahead.
If I see my first ad and the current ad I'm shooting, it's like a huge difference, because I took all the point that you gave, and you were like कि ये टेबल ऐसी नहीं होनी चाहिए, कैमरा ऐसा नहीं है, लाइटिंग में 2 लगाओ, 1 मत लगाओ. I just kept on constantly improving that, seeing YouTube videos, taking courses, everything to make sure that the video quality is the topmost that everyone can see.
Right.
After that, it was like magical.
Right. And it has, again, it's something of a bridge also. It should not be looking, again, when you're doing on Facebook, right? Facebook is kind of a chill kind of platform. Instagram is not more of an educational platform. It's a chill kind of platform, right? You can't just like go to a studio and record the whole thing. That will stand out, and standing out is not a great thing.
Right.
You need to blend in while standing out, and that is the sweet spot you need to hit. So that requires a very fine line which you need to thread. Correct. Okay, and again, if you ask me what is my plus point, right? I had a film background. In my college, I used to shoot films. I used to make short films. I wanted to become a director. I consistently say I want to become a director. I told my dad did not allow I become a marketer. So I consistently say this.
Right.
So my experience actually helped with my clients to create good ads. I'm proud of it. Like this year, we made a lot of ads. I'm proud of a few ads which we have made because they have done really well. So, and now one of the ads which are running, we start saying viral ad alert. because we are so confident it's going to be viral.
Yeah.
So we say viral ad alert. So even that is going really, really well. So my team's amazing quality is to create amazing videos which actually can communicate with the right customer with the right point and can hook the customer as much as we as required. So yeah.
Right. So all of those people who are watching, I'll join some clips at the end of the podcast. If you are watching this on video, to see the ads, the funny ads that Vivek has been creating right now, and all the viral
Yeah.
ads, so that you can have an idea of how it works, and you can have a look at it. Anyways, तो शुरू की बात करते हैं. How many times have you got rejected by clients?
So if I have to say rejected as in like I approached someone and they rejected, is that what your
Yeah,
question is?
it's like कि मतलब you start looking for clients, right? अपने bonsai वाला करा, आपको दिखा पैसा है भाई. People will pay me money because I can make
Right.
5,000 to 70,000. Then you
Right.
must have been like rejected. कोई नया एजेंसी ओनर वो देख रहा है, ये कोई नया फेसबुक एड्स
Right.
20 साल का लड़का is watching this and he's like कि
Right.
मुझे भी चालू करना है ऐसा कुछ. What has been
Right.
that part कि मैं reject हुआ हूँ या फिर मुझे बोल दिया गया you are not competent enough, or what has been those stories?
Right. Luckily enough, right? Again, I made the transition to an agency come freelancer, I think in 2020. After I have attended, actually I did not, as I told you, I had no formal coaching with respect to this. And when I attended there was a digital masters boot camp by Siddharth. I did not even know these people. The first time I saw them, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just pay. And I went to a 3-day event. And I was sitting there. I did not know in an event because I'm an online person. I never had an offline office or something. I did not know the event which I can network karna hai. I didn't even have a what do you call it? Everyone was asking a
Business
visiting
card.
card.
Business.
I did not have it. I didn't even know I had to take it. I was like, मेरा concept मैं पढ़ने के लिए जा रहा हूँ मैं जाके पढ़ूंगा.
ये स्कूल है यहाँ पे जाके बैठो कॉपी किताब लेके बैठो पढ़ो.
But when I went there, right, I was like, like whatever they said in the previous thing, they were repeating the same thing. I wasn't interested in. Like I get very, very disinterested very, very fast. Like if you're not keeping
Your
up,
mind
like
gets bored
okay,
very
gone,
fast. Like mine is also
gone.
business
Right,
और chess
so-
और इसने मुझे hook करके रखा अभी तक. Rest everything has become boring.
Right. So then I started talking to people. Then like everyone around me was a business owner. Everyone was a coach. I didn't know that was the situation, but now I can, if I go, I'll do it probably very, very differently. I was sitting there, I was like, people are coming to me more than going to these people. Because they're like, I was giving free consultations, free ideas for everyone, just sitting there in the lunch call. My lunch call, like I was sitting in the between, like everyone was sitting around me. It's like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. So by the end of that session, I had like 10 leads. People were coming to me. They had 10 people who wanted to work with me. So in that account, I was very, very lucky that people consistently came to me. I was a beacon of client, and then I started doing Instagram. I started putting videos on Instagram. Then like a few other clients happened, but then I started doing outreach because I had to scale. No one knew me. Once people know me, that's a different conversation.
Right.
People don't know me, right? Then that's a completely different conversation. Then I understood that it is a pure numbers game.
Correct.
Right? If you reach out to 100 people, 10 people will reply back to you, 5 people will get on a call with you.
Yes.
One person might convert.
110 rule.
Yeah. So again, I understood this math and I said to myself, okay, cool, this is good. But if I keep on doing this, I will never improve.
Correct.
I don't have time to upskill myself.
Because you'll get into the operation kind of.
Yes. Now money again, I was in a position where money was not a constraint for me because I had another different company. So I made a conscious choice to improve, like put that efforts to improve myself. So at a point of time when I was doing ads for people, when I started doing ads for people, and what happened is people were coming to me. And I just used to come on a call with them and tell them, hey, your problem is this. If you want to work with me, it's okay. Money is not a big thing. Then, so that was the reason. But again, my suggestion for everyone is don't be disheartened that you are losing or getting rejected. It's a good thing.
I think disheartedness is not the thing, it's the expectation that they're creating in their mind which is leading to disheartedness.
हाँ right
You know,
again उनको लगता है कि हाँ मैं every
मतलब
call
you are
पे
not having
जाऊंगा
expectation
call
of money and you are
हाँ
not having expectation of मैं cool लिखूं या मैं client close करूं. You are having the expectation
right
क्या है, इसको बता दूं क्या problem है, इसको solve करनी कर ले, नहीं करनी मुझे hire कर ले. It's like that.
right so again it's not their again frankly speaking right Himanshu it's not their what do you call it, their fault completely.
Uh,
In the marketing world, everyone is I made 1 crore in the last 1 year. I made like 15 lakhs in the last 1 month. Yeah, they made 15 lakhs in last 1 month because they have worked like very hard for the last 4 years.
right,
Bro, people don't show that.
right.
दिखाना ही नहीं है क्योंकि लोगों
And
को
that's
देखना
why,
ही नहीं
you
है.
know, I don't like these 35-year, I'll not take names, but these 35-year-olds, 40 years old in the market, the
Yeah,
marketers, because I'm like, भाई तुम दिखा रहे हो तुमने 2 साल में 2 करोड़ कमाए, but the game is you're working for the past 15 years. What about that?
yeah,
And at
yeah,
that time, I
right,
feel like I'm 22 right now, and I'm having right now the highest success rate in the industry, and the testimonials and case studies we have are like immensely, overachieving kind of feelings.
right.
So I feel कि अब अगर मैं 22 का I have the right authority to speak because I have मेरे पास time ही कहाँ था भाई. मतलब अगर
Huh?
मैं 18 साल भी काम कर रहा हूँ then it's only 4 years. And
Four
in the
years.
4 years, what I have accomplished is greater than someone who has done it 35 में 2 करोड़,
Yes.
2 साल का whatever.
Yeah, that's the point, right? You need to compete with yourself.
And the reason I like Vivek and Kanishka and Preeti and all these circle is because these people are young, and I like these underdogs. Well, it's like, why Vivek is 24 ka, and he has like generated 4 crores. Now that's actually good. Because अगर एक 40-year-old has generated like 4 crores and 24, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference
Yeah,
because once Vivek gets to 40, then 4 crores would be like 400 crores, something like that.
yeah,
It would become like
that's the
that.
thing. Right, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So again, one suggestion I would say is don't compete with anyone else.
Hmm.
There is enough people in the market. Just like compete with yourself. Again, you need to get better. And one of again, I would like people say because I have been constantly telling you that I did not know anyone in the market when you were in the market. That actually helped me. Because I did not have any point of competition only. अरे यार बेहतर बनना है, मुझे बेहतर बनना है.
मुझे तो एक client चाहिए यार, किसी को आना बता दो. It was like that.
Yeah.
It was
I
the same
started
reason I
with
started.
15,000 rupees also for fun. Like my concept is very very simple. If I get 15,000 rupees, my this month का बाहर जाके कैफे में खाने का bill is full.
Right.
That was my point when I was there. So yeah.
When I started, it was the same thing. So I was working at a 6,000 rupees per month salary, and I was like, can I make a course for 6,000 and sell it like one in a month, and I can double my salary? That was like my whole concept. I was like, 6,000 लूंगा, एक ही पकड़ूंगा, बस उसको पूरा रिजल्ट लाके फिर अगला पकड़ूंगा. That was all my thing, nothing else. And then I doubled my salary, and I was like, but अगर मैं 2 बेचता हूँ, तो I can triple my salary. And then he said 2, and then 3, and 4, and then like.
Yeah.
But it started like that. Where I was like, I
Yeah.
just pick 1% per month so that I can double my salary. That's it.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Compete with yourself. Don't be very, very bogged down with like rejection and all that stuff. Take rejection very, very lightly. And very, again, this is something I really, really appreciate. Have a very strong short-term memory and a very bad long-term memory. Right? Like if something has happened yesterday, learn from it fast and like fix your mistakes and like just forget about it. I am like very happy that I have a very very bad long-term memory. Like if someone like some bad friend has done really, really bad to me like once.
I don't remember that.
I'm like, yeah, that happened. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. So that is the kind of thing. You need to keep that mentality when you're running a business or you're running your freelancing business or something like that. Yeah, that would also suggest.
Awesome. What is your plans for beating the better agencies in India? Because there are agencies who are, like having even more revenue, even more ad spend and all these. What is your plans for that? Like everybody has plans for competition, right? I'll do this by this strategy or I'll go this way and whatever. What is your plan?
Right. My strategy is to, again, what I understood is the more the number of clients we have, right? The amount of personalized service which we can give goes down. And it doesn't make sense.
Correct.
Like, so I would not want us to be like bigger agencies with like have like 50-20 clients. I would want to stay an agency
as a better agency, not a bigger agency.
Better. Yeah, 13 clients. But what I would like to do is I would like to expand horizontally.
Like in
So
different niches or different industries, like
yes,
how?
different niches.
Huh.
So, like for example, my like day before yesterday we were discussing about crypto. I would
Right.
like to definitely get into like selling NFTs next, like
Hmm.
using advertising, because that is not that is going to be the next biggest thing.
Right, right,
People are
right.
going to shift from coaching to NFTs
They
very
are
very
going. They're
quickly.
going.
So I want to get into it because that really excites me. That is the next best thing, right? Like what you're selling your photo for like $1 million. Like what else you can get? Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So that is again I want to identify markets which are not saturated, which are very very new, which are exciting, which have a lot of challenges, and I want to be the first, like friend. How do I put it? I want to be the first person entering into the market and like capture the market as much as I can and just move to the next, move to the
क्योंकि
next,
आपका
move to
flow
the
भी
next.
वहीं आएगा, because the
Right,
reason you get motivation is because challenge उस level का है कि तुम्हें लगे.
right,
Right, for
right.
example, I going on a call and selling a 15,000 rupees product, I don't go on calls like that because I'm like,
Right.
अरे यार
हाँ
वही
हो
boring
गया
काम,
कर दिया,
boring
चलो
नहीं करना.
मस्त हो गया, अभी नेक्स्ट
But then
करेंगे.
someone is like, hey, can you close a 35 lakh deal? I'm like,
Yeah, that's
yeah, अब
interesting.
आपको लग रहा है I should
That's
put my
right.
time into it and I should learn it.
हाँ. Right. Again, that's the thing, right? If you're not challenging yourself after a point of time, and when you're 24, and you cap at 24 or 25, then
Right.
that is the saddest thing for
Yes.
you, right? So you need to continuously, like, and world is changing, like
Right.
very massively changing, very very fast.
Right.
So we need to keep up, and yeah, I think we want to expand horizontally. We want to give personalized services for all of our clients. We're going to keep our clientele small. We're going to give personalized services. And to be better than our competition, what I want to do is see, I don't want to be the
तो मतलब
smartest
I
person.
don't want to be कि मैं 10,000 रुपए चार्ज कर रहा हूँ 100 लोगों से. I want to
नहीं.
be the person who is charging like 1 lakh per month from like 5 clients. Yeah.
That is one thing. And more importantly, to be a better agency altogether, I want my team to be specialists, and I don't want to be the smartest person in the room anymore.
Uh, uh,
Right? Like I want my
it's a
team
big
to be
pain.
smarter than me in certain sectors. They
Right.
can be smarter than me in every sector,
The
then they're
entrepreneur
going to
needs
have
to
their
be
own
generalist.
business.
The entrepreneur needs to be generalist.
Yeah.
Like you need to have a T-shaped career.
Yes.
Like editing भी पता
Yes.
है, video भी पता है, ये सब पता है.
Huh.
But you are specialized in closing
Yeah.
the client and managing the client. It's like your
Yes.
specialty. But you won't have team members who are like, your pixel is
Like,
strong,
yeah.
your video editing is strong, your this is strong,
Right.
and
Right.
have
Right.
specialist
Right.
people.
That I want to come up, take my team to that level, which I'm working on. It's been a struggle because the transfer of information is not that like linear.
Uh,
They have to have that experience for me to explain them the next stage.
right, right,
And
right.
so that is the
And
problem.
the
But
ambition level and the focus level should also be of that level, because I
yeah,
don't see every one of my team members have the potential to replace me as CEO, because
right.
what I say to them consistently, like there's a quote in my company internally, and it's like, your job is to fire me and my job is to fire you.
Yes,
So it's like
makes sense.
how you can make sure that you can fire me, you become that good that you can say कि हिमांशु अपनी जरूरत नहीं company चलाने के लिए, and how I
Right,
can make sure that I can automate things on technological level at that level that I can say you are not needed anymore. So it's
right,
like a
right,
constant competition, a healthy competition, which makes both of us run faster,
right.
right?
That's really good.
And in that thing, I don't see, like, let's say I have 10 team members, I don't see everyone becoming the person who can challenge me and say I can replace you,
Right,
right? Because everyone does not have that ambition level or that focus level, or they can sit for, everyone
right.
does not have that, and it's completely fine. So the the moral of the story is, all those people who are not that level of an ambitious and don't want to go to a specific thing, make them generalists in your company. Like, they know everything,
Right.
they are good
Huh.
managers, they are from
Right.
the long term in the company, and they can talk to people and handle your things that you don't want
Right.
to handle. And all those people who have focus and ambition level, make them specialist. So तुझे
Yeah.
पसंद है, just become the sales का vice president or
So that they
whatever.
don't replace you.
Right, right,
That's
right.
really smart. Yeah. Again, the thing is, like, even with my team members, right? So one thing I say is, see, you have an option to leave tomorrow and need to start by yourself. And there is no obligation for you to stay. But if you stay, we are going to be the best in the market. This is consistently I say I'm going to not.
What's the
We
vision
say
that they're
we are.
attached to? the smarter
Yeah.
guys. I have hired like
Yes.
idiots, and they were more like कि अभी में मुझे
हाँ,
कितना
मैं भी
मिल
कर
रहा है,
सकता हूँ, ये तो
बीस
मैं भी कर
हजार
सकता हूँ.
20,000 मिल रहा है मुझे, 25 नहीं मिलेगा क्या, 30 मिल रहा
हाँ.
है, 35 नहीं मिलेगा क्या. But the smarter guys were like,
Understand the bigger
this will
picture.
for me in the 5 years. You know,
Yes.
like I get questions like that in the interview. I'm like,
Right.
ये चाहिए मुझे. This is the person I'm looking for.
Yeah, and I'm really, really glad that I have all my team members are like that. They understand, huh, Vivek, it's so we can do it. We can let's see what happens. Huh, ho jayega. So that is the kind of mindset we have. So
Right.
I'm really glad, thankful for them.
Awesome, awesome on that side. So, what has been your like worst experience with the client? अभी तक.
I think recently, yesterday on Monday, I think today is Wednesday. Monday, we fired a client.
Okay. What is the
We
story?
so so the way we work is the first 30 days, out of 30 days, 15 days, we do research because I don't know your business.
Correct.
I have to understand your business. I have to come up with the collateral to support the advertising journey. Right? It could be about ad scripts, video scripts, landing page copy, falana, damkana, right? So this client came to me as a referral, and she's a part of an elite club out of an elite.
I understood.
You know
Don't
how
take
it
names, but
is.
I know.
I understand.
The masterminds of the
So
masterminds, and
masterminds of the
50,000,
masterminds, yeah.
45,000, and all of that.
Right. So they come. She came in and she was like, Vivek, I want to go to 10 lakhs. I'm making 4 lakhs. I want to go past 10 lakhs. I said, okay, it is doable. It is not that hard. It's not that hard. I just need to work on this. And I said, like, see, she asked me one thing, Vivek, over a period of next 15 days, you said that you're going to do research, but my business is not stopping. I have to generate leads. So can you manage my past, like previous agency campaigns? And I said, yes. Why not? It's like, it's kind of job. It's
Obviously,
because
you are the new agency. You need to.
yeah. Again, my point is very, very simple. Anything to achieve success for you. This is my motto. Like
Nice.
whenever, if you want to give me a call at like 10 o'clock and talk about business, which I would not really appreciate, but it's okay. We
No,
can
I've
have
called
a
you at
discussion.
12:30. I've called you at
We
12:30.
have had calls. We have had calls. So that is the thing. Right. So, like after 15 days, the campaigns were running. It was not performing. The campaigns were not performing. Again, it's not our input. It's the previous campaign. We're just like managing it. So every weekly call, we were just updating. This research has been done. This research has been done. This video scripts have been done. This is given. She's like, Vivek, leads are not coming. Like we're working on it, but again, there's nothing much we can do. Your ads itself are like very not good. So after that, what happened is we started running our own ads. It's been like 4 days. She started like erupting because it's not working for her. In her, like it's a webinar funnel, it's not working. She's not getting leads. Again, like I don't understand her. I don't understand. She doesn't have any data feedback system. She's not giving us. We don't have anything to know that it is coming from this ad set or this link. We don't have any feedback system, so we don't know what is working, what is not working. So we do not even have time to see. If you do not have a data feedback system, you need to have time to compartmentalize it and test it. Right, like they 3 ads a week per run करेंगे, 18 ads a week per run करेंगे. So and we can department and test. We didn't have time. 3 दिन ही है ads run करके. So it started like going ballistic. You people are useless. You people are this, that, and I'm like, I got really pissed off. Then like she's like, what did you do? What is the research? This video script, so I could have also done. Then I said, like, can you please send me your bank details? Like, why is that? Because I want to refund your money. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Bye.
Right.
So the thing is, the outcome of this is not being cocky. That is not the same. Because I was on a call with her for a period of 5 hours.
Space to serve other clients, because I also gone through that. When just one community member fucks that over, it affects the whole community, and it like spoils everyone's mood. And I'm like, why to handle that for 15,000 rupees? Take your 15,000, 20,000 back and bye.
Why don't come like the thing again? The thing is, it's not just about that. It's like if you're not trusting us enough to handle your business, and if you're not having patience, we are definitely in a different wavelengths. You need to have patience for us to like do our stuff. It's not even been like. Boss, it's not been maybe like 5 days. We've been running your ads. We require at least 1 month, 1.5 months to streamline stuff. You have done, like she has her own business, she has done her own ads. She should know it better. Some of our clients, for example, like I can take names here. For example, Rohan Sapra, right? He's such a dear, right? Right now he's such a dear friend to me. He's an internet marketer himself. He teaches people internet marketing. He knows stuff inside out. He is one of the best. He's the most insightful person I've seen in the market, apart from you, who understand offer creation, right? So I'm really, really glad. And he's like, Vivek, I understand where it is going. Understand. Like he has been very, very patient because he understands that Q4 होता है, BFCM होता है, उनका मार्केट में उसका CPM ज़्यादा होता है, Amazon आती है. He understands that, and he's very. And we created a launch without spending a rupee. We got around like 1 lakh in sale. So we again, if you give us some time and if you give us space, right, we will come up with alternative solutions to fill up your revenue holes. Correct. But if you're just like impatient, I don't want to work with you. It's too much taxing for me. I am working for your business. I should not be the one who's getting penalized. Right. That's the thing. Yeah. Right. That's been the worst experience for me.
Right. Or wo jo mental space that client takes is like 80%. Yeah. And other 5 get 20%. And that's like ki, iska to kaam ho bhi nahi raha. Why I'm giving 80%?
Yeah. Point. There's no point. Yeah. You've seen like that. I've seen that. So there's no point in doing this.
And how did you hire your like first team member?
My first team member is Judy. So again, I was in a mindset like the whole 2020 as in like मैं कर लूँगा, अकेले कर लूँगा. Because I had like 2 clients and I was in a profit share business. Like whatever he used to make, I used to make, but it was not much, frankly speaking. But again, that being said, money was not the constraint for me at that point of time. But then I
like कि मेरे को अभी experiment करते.
एक्सपेरिमेंट करना, मुझे बस बजट चाहिए एक्सपेरिमेंट करने के लिए. मुझे बहुत बड़ा बजट चाहिए. मुझे 40 लाख 30 लाख मुझे प्ले करना है every month. So that was the mindset. So when this year I made a conscious decision that okay, this journey is a very interesting journey, but it is very, very lonely. I don't want to do it. I'm not a kind of person who likes to do stuff alone. I like people. I like to interact with people. So I said, okay, I made a conscious choice. Okay, I'm going to hire people. Even if it's going to cost me. If I have to give money out of my pocket just to have them around, that's my mindset. So luckily, the first hire I had was Judy. And I hired her through live. So Judy followed me on Instagram. She had her own Instagram channel for like called Rose Marketing. So I messaged her like, hey, hi, like I've seen that you're doing this. Do you want to get on a live call and let's discuss all this stuff? It was like the first discussion we had was on live. I never saw her face. It was on live. Then I got on call, and after we put the call down, I called her again. We spoke for 2 hours after that. And me staying up till 12 o'clock is a very, very big feat. You know this. We discussed till 12 o'clock. So next thing, I called her the next day morning. I said, hey, Judy, do you want to work with me? She said, yes. And that started out like that. So yeah. So that is how I hired people. I hire people based on their instinct to learn and like instinct to put in the effort. That's what skill.
Effort mark
Skill is so मैं सिखा दूंगा यार. उतना hard भी नहीं है. That's what every monkey can learn basically. But she has to be smart enough and she has to be hardworking enough. I work 17 hours a day. I don't want you to work 17 hours a day, but at least like complete your work and go a little extra, learn something. And every one of my team members does that. I'm really, really glad that they do. But yeah, so yeah, that's how it is. This year we have hired a few people. We've taken out. We have done a few experiments on like the team staff and everything. But now we have a very good team, like good core team. I would like to experiment more, like add more people, create more cohorts for the other niches. But yeah, this is the good core team I have.
Awesome. तो यहाँ पे फिर एक dilemma आता है, like the people who are listening. मैं internal team members रखूं कि किसी agency को चीज के लिए hire कर लूं? Because it's like कि Facebook ads हिमांशु को तो विवेक चला रहा है, तो वो एजेंसी हुई, पर इनर टीम मेंबर ये कर रहा है, तो उसने चूज कैसे किया कि किस पे जाना चाहिए, किस पे क्या करना चाहिए, राइट? तो व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन ऑन दैट, एंड देन आई विल शेयर माय.
Okay, simple. It's about you pay with money or you pay with your time. And when you're an entrepreneur, you do not have time.
Correct.
Right. So you need to pay with money. So like, for example, if you have an internal team, you need to have a system to nurture them. You need to have, again, every person needs to have a mentor in his life.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean to like coach लेके आ जाओ, नहीं.
Hmm.
Someone who can like you can learn from
One to one कर
consistently.
सको, one to one कर
हाँ,
सको, मिल
बैठ
सको
सको,
बात.
run, like
Not
you
just
can
some
learn.
you buy a course and that's not a mentor.
Yes,
That's a
no.
consultancy that you're buying.
Yes, that is the thing, right? So again, if the person below you is not getting that time from you, he's not doing his job right. You get irritated.
Hmm.
He gets really what do you call frustrated, and that like develops a very toxic relationship.
Hmm.
So I would not suggest to you to do that until unless you have a system in place where people can just like follow without your presence in it in the little team. So that's how you hire an agency to give to like so that they know what they have to do, they'll do what they have to do, and you just need to come on a weekly call every week and they need to tell like this happened, this numbers are good, this number went down, we are working on this number, very good, bye bye, tata, see you next week. This is how it is supposed to be. And that actually saves their time because they can actually work on the business, not in the business.
Correct.
So that is how it is.
Correct. इसमें my thing is, when first of all, like, dissect your business through first principles. So first principles is a concept by Elon Musk. You can Google it and you'll know more about it. But what you need to do is just dissect your business into smaller parts and then understand what are the most important ones. Like apply just 80-20. Now in mine, Facebook ads, funnel, and the call part. These three were the biggest things.
Yes.
If these three are not on place, your business is fucked up and you
Holding
don't do anything.
right.
Right. And the fourth is leadership. Obviously, you need a better team and community management and all of that. Right. Now you need to think, what are you best at in these four? If you're not good at in all of four, or even in one of four, you're already broke. So that's a sign that you're broke. If you're good at one, you'd be making some money, and that's good.
Yeah.
So I was good at leadership part and sales part. I knew that. But the Facebook ad part and funnel part was in my mind that I can hire an internal team member or I can hire an agency. Now the question is this: is this the most important part in your business? If yes, go with the agency that has 20 years experience, 30 years experience, that has done it for 5 years, 10 years for clients, has gotten results. Go with that. Don't get a team member and train them. But let's say it's graphic design or video editing. Now you can have a team member for that.
Yes.
Because उसको सीखने का इतना लंबा learning cycle नहीं है.
Right.
Combination experiments नहीं है. Right, so you can have that internal team member and you can coach him and tell him Filmora use kar, Premiere Pro use kar, After Effects में trailer बना and all of that stuff.
Right.
But Facebook ads को India level पे मुझे expert चाहिए. Then I would be able to scale.
Right. And again, it's all about the turbulence of the work.
हाँ, correct.
हाँ, even that man, like video editing तो same ही होता है. Like same video लाओ, export करो, edit करो, like design बनाओ, free pics से download करो, इसको change करो, उसको
number of variables are higher. And you can play with, go with the agency. Number of variables are less, then go with,
yes, definitely. Yeah. And when you do it at scale also, even like, again, when you're doing it really scale, even at certain things, you need to hire an agency because like, even the number of variables are less. If something messes up in that variable, the loss is huge.
Yeah. So for example, अब एक agency मेरे लिए सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं ads चला रही है. They're writing the copy, they're giving me the script, they are giving the Facebook ad service, they are also making my offer, they are also like they're doing 7-8 things, right? उसमें से एक भी चीज अगर मिस होती है, again put 80-20, so now it's like तुम कितना scale करोगे? Because if you have internal team members, then the Facebook ads guy would say, now it's scaling up, I want a copywriter. Then he would say, now I want a data manager or a data scientist, data analyst, he would need something. So instead, just give it to agency because they already have a team of experts who are good at their domains and they can do your work much faster and efficient at a much lower cost.
Yeah, that makes sense. That like I never thought about it from this way, but yeah, what you say is like definitely makes sense now. Maybe now I can like understand like where people are coming from more. I'm like I say like see अगर तुम कर सकते हो तो कम कर लो पर like आपको 6 घंटे काम करना है. अगर आपको हमको दे दो तो you just need to work like 1 hour every week.
Right, because I do that. क्योंकि मेरा ऐसा है कि हफ्ते के साथ विवेक कॉल पे आना है. विवेक मुझे बताएगा कि भाई इतना स्पेंड हुआ है, इतना आ चुका है, इतनी लीड जनरेट हुई थी, इतने कॉल्स बुक हुए थे, इतनी सेल हो चुकी है. इसमें अपन ये इंप्रूव करेंगे, अगले महीने अपने को ये ROS दिखेगा, अगले हफ्ते ये दिखेगा.
We just like talk Excel numbers. numbers बात करेंगे, technicals नहीं बात करेंगे. हाँ हो जाएगा. चलो अभी next क्या करना है. So that's how it is. So yeah, that makes more sense.
What is the hardest part of running Facebook ads?
The turbulence, yeah, and the ad accounts, they're getting banned and everything. It's so. See, the thing is, that shouldn't be the case. That is my point. Like, out of everything, like Facebook ads at an advanced level itself is really, really hard. Everyone can't do it. Like, monkey can start doing it, but a human has to do it at scale. If only like a proper smart guy has to can do it. But that is never the hardest part for us inside. It's like ads are getting rejected, like accounts are getting banned, business managers are getting banned, and like dealing with their customer support who are like technically useless. This is the hardest part, and that is such a sad thing for me to just say,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Like whenever I like discuss with my team, right, I just say I'm so irritated right now. I'm gonna start doing YouTube ads. I'm gonna like pivot our agency to completely YouTube ads, stop doing Facebook ads for our clients.
Hmm.
But it's so irritating just because your customer support sucks and your money makers, which are the advertisers, right? You're not able to give support to them. Like what big company are you?
Hmm.
What unicorn kya unicorn?
Hmm.
Nothing. Nonsense you are. So
Hmm.
that is something it really pisses me off. So that is one thing I really, really hate about Facebook ads. Apart from that, earlier it was not that turbulent because of the iOS 14 issues. I
Hmm.
am again it became a lot of turbulence. So I can give a little bit of that credit to Apple also. So Apple, very bad. So yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. That's that.
So, matlab, turbulence is the thing that. Uh,
Yeah, turbulence and like very bad customer support and like
hmm.
very bad like decisions and like you're not see you need to support your money makers ना
Hmm.
right ऐसे कि like you have your clients and client को तुम जाके गाली दे रहे हो हर रोज
Hmm.
and you can't expect the client to and like just
Pay
because
you
you are amazing
more money, and
हाँ
going with you.
just because the client is amazing, it doesn't mean like the person I'm amazing is going to stay with me. Someday he's going to find an alternative. He's going to go. Don't get to that stage.
Huh.
Be little better with your people. That's what my point is. Yeah.
Right.
But Facebook.
How do you play with data and segregate data? Like now we are getting deep. Let's say
Right.
you have a pixel, you have emails, you have phone numbers, you have like every data possible with different data points. How do you play and segregate with data when running Facebook ads?
So we have an online and an
Just before you start, if you don't know lookalike audience, custom audience, or these kind of things, just Google that. Then come again, play this video.
yeah. So the way we play with data is we have two kind of systems. One is one we track from Facebook, Google Analytics, and all that stuff, and also we track everything from client CRMs, the other things. We are getting everything on one sheet. Okay, one sheet, and we again from one sheet we take it on to a dashboard, so that we understand trends
Correct.
and graphs and all that stuff, because graphs are easier to read. We are like some people are really, really good at math. I am decent at math, but I can't just like see like certain numbers on an Excel sheet and like tell this was like it's been 19%, 20%, after 20%. I'm that's not I'm not Lucy at 100%. That's not how it works, right? So it's better you can come get it to a tool which can visualize your data. So we have systems to do that. We consolidate all the data, we push it into one Excel sheet. From there, we take it to a dashboard where we analyze every part of data which we can analyze as a small agency. Again, quote unquote small agency. Okay, because see, what I understand is like every business has as a funnel, and every funnel has multiple moving parts.
Correct.
Okay, where you lose money is where the transition happens from one moving part to another moving part. Right. So you need to understand what is the transition loss, the churn rate at every transition. And you need to make sure how to make it better. To keep it in simpler terms, I told you the syntax of the code. Let me just give you an example of the code. So let us say you have a webinar funnel, right? You have people who are coming on your ad, people who are coming on your landing page, people who are coming on your and clicking on your registration button, people are registering for the webinar, people are registering, people are attending the webinar, people are purchasing the webinar, purchasing the like your offer. You need to understand like everything. There is almost like 6 to 7 transitions here. time you lose people in a transition, that means you're losing money.
Correct.
Right. So we need to understand which knob to tighten. So to do that, we need to understand where we are losing money. That is why getting data on Excel sheet and putting it on like dashboard will give you an insight. So we can know that if your attendance to purchase, like registration to attendee ratio is less than 30%, then you're doing something wrong. You need to have a better nurturing sequence. Your attendance to purchase ratio for your offer is at around like less than like 2%, like or 3%. Again, it depends upon the price of the offer and the offer in itself. But let's say for a 10,000 rupees offer in India, if you have less than 4%, then again there is something which has to be your webinar has to be fixed. Again, if you're from people are coming clicking on your ad but not coming on your landing page, that means your landing page speed is not good enough. Landing page is not loading. So understand data, understand the median metrics, and if you understand like where you're losing, you need to tighten, you need to go ahead and fix it, and that is how you do it. That's basically what we do across campaigns.
Does that mean the more the moving parts in a funnel, the more it will be harder to scale it?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Definitely not necessarily.
I am building right now complex funnel, right? But apna jo next thing that you are working on is complex. It has much moving parts than the previous one. Right. That's why I was just
so in that case, again, in your case, let us say again, it all depends upon conversion rates. At every point, the transition rate, that ratio has to be constant. For example, if you have a 999 funnel, if you're converting at 20%, right? That means if you think there is a better chance of success, then you need to figure out how to get the people. Again, you need to like approach the lost people with a different angle. Right? That is how it is. It's all about that. But the bigger the funnel. So this is how I put it. If you can acquire a customer at a very, very cheap cost, or if you can acquire a customer at a very, very high cost, your ability to extract a higher lifetime value of the customer depends on again will evaluate the success of your business. For example, if you have like some people ask me like Vivek, is Facebook ads expensive? This is a question I get like asked a lot of time. I'm like, it is expensive if your customer lifetime value cannot compensate your customer acquisition cost. Right. This is the simple answer that I give them.
It's the game of backend. मतलब A person है 99 की वर्कशॉप करता है 10,000 प्रोडक्ट सेल करता है, B person 99 की 10,000 प्रोडक्ट फिर 50,000 का अपसेल. The B person will automatically
have a longer funnel. Just like keep on upselling your clients.
More moving parts, the better. Right. But depends on the conversion rates of those moving parts.
Right. That's the point. So once they come in, right, like people only expand horizontally. Sorry, vertically. Like let's say like okay, more product. After a point of once you acquire a customer, right? Once you acquire a paying customer, right? You can like actually go horizontal also.
So instead of 197, 497, 10,000 product, 50,000 product, you can go horizontally also where let's say they buy 497 tak, then you can go like, oh, do you want to become a TEDx speaker? I have a course for that, and go 5,000 times horizontally.
Yes, they are a part of your community. You're not leveraging their requirements to the maximum extent when you have the skill to leverage it. That's my point.
So it becomes like your affiliate offers are also horizontal expansions.
Yeah, definitely.
The cross sells that you give, the affiliate that you are with other agents. For example, I send you a client or you send me a client, and that is also a horizontal expansion that you're doing.
Right, definitely. That's how it is. But the thing is, the trick is to have a consistent horizontal expansion. ऐसे नहीं कि हमने सर्विस कर दिया है, हमने प्रोडक्ट कर दिया है, पर लोग ले नहीं गए. We need to have systems that will sell your non-core offers also. That actually is a differentiating factor for a 50 lakhs business and a 1 crore business.
So if someone is watching this podcast and thinking kaise hota hai, let me just give you an example. So I have something called as Sunday calls. Sunday calls is basically a weekly session where I clear the doubts and do everything. Now on that Sunday call, it is a way for me to sell softwares and other services. So what happens is they ask their questions. Himanshu ki mera booking system mein, itna paisa ja raha hai and all of that is happening. And I'm like, okay, I'm sending you a link. It's a lifetime deal. Buy the software. And on a lifetime deal, I get my commission. That's a horizontal expansion that I've done. And it's a very smart way to play because I'm just answering your question. You wanted the answer. I'm just giving you the link. Buy it and your problem would be solved. Right? So that's a horizontal expansion you're doing. If someone is saying, "Mujhe Facebook ads chalana hai," I'm sending that person to Vivek. Vivek is paying me some money on that. That is a horizontal expansion. Right. So have more lives with your customers, or if you have a very big community, then have more seating points in your course or in your customer journey that he is going through, so that you make
Right,
automatically more money.
right. That's the point. Very well put. Yeah.
Got it. What has been your worst and best experience with ads when you're experimenting with ads? Best kaun sa gaya or worst kaun sa gaya? Like crazy shit experiment.
uh, like recently, right? Like what again? We have been doing a lot of experiments. Now that I have a team, earlier I used to do like one experiments in an hour. Like let's say I can do one experiment because I was the only person. Now I have like 5 members who are doing like five or running at least 3 accounts per person. So I can do 15 experiments at once. So I'm getting a lot of things which are working for right now. So worst experiment for me is, would not say worst experiment. Again, going and shifting to a HTML landing page
Okay.
did not work out. It did not work out as it was supposed to work out for some reason. Again, I don't know
For
why
the
it is
loading
not
speed?
working out.
You did for the loading speed?
Yeah, I did it for loading speed, but for some reason it is not. It's not as flexible as we wanted.
अच्छा.
Right? Again, like
जबकि वो कोडिंग है उसमें होना चाहिए. They're like
huh?
coding it and making it, so technically everything should be
It's
possible
a
on
lot
that.
of effort also. It's
Uh,
just a lot of effort also, and it's a lot of money also, because it's not like everyone can like do Elementor, everyone can do ClickFunnels, but coding mein na like effort lagta hai and all that stuff, and you need to have a certain design, it has to look good also and all that stuff also. But that being said, I think it did not work out for us as much as we wanted to. It was okay. That shift was not that great. The best experiment was again on landing page.
okay.
We decreased our we decreased our the image file size from like 4 MB to 65 KB, and our conversion percentage increased by 22%.
Oh, just by
Yeah, just
reducing.
like we downloaded again, those were all compressed images. Okay, we download the images, we converted them into EPUB. I think it's not. I don't remember the format we converted into, but I'll again probably like Himanshu will put it in the description somewhere. But once we did that, our conversion rate went by 22%. So yeah, that was one of again, every simple tweak, right? It like really affects. It was a very good experience.
And now you get that experience that you can do every time,
Right.
because a newbie would be like, the landing page ही चल रहा, let me remake the landing page, let me write it
Yes.
again. But you are
Yes.
like, एक बार image optimize करो, then we'll see something.
Yes.
Become
That's the
something
thing.
like that.
Right. And again, people out there, right? Again, the thing is, in the last 2 years, lot of Facebook marketers, sprouted. It's technically sprouted, okay?
Sprouted.
And they think from Facebook marketing itself. Like they think Facebook first. I consistently tell
पहले psychology बाद
business.
में.
हाँ, फर्स्ट फनल सोचो, बिजनेस सोचो, उसके बाद फनल सोचो, फनल के बाद उसका ट्रैफिक सोर्स सोचो, उसके बाद ट्रैफिक सोर्स के बारे में
They
सोचो.
go opposite of Steve Jobs. Tool to customer.
Yes.
Steve Jobs go from customer to the
Yeah. Right. And they don't even know which metrics to monitor and which metrics to fix if something is going wrong. They're like recently, right? I just got on a consultation call with someone. उनका landing page load ही नहीं हो रहा है. Like they're like, wait, should I text more audiences? I'm like, it was so bad. The conversation, I was like, after a point of time, right? Certain conversations like feel like, what is he mad about? उसका landing page load ही नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पे. और like audience की
should I make a better, should I hire a better graphic designer?
It's like that. Yeah, right. It's like that. So funny sometimes, right?
भूख लग रही है, मैं सो जाऊं क्या?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work unless until you are like 80s cinema ka mother.
Uh, it will not happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So
How do you write your ad copies and landing page copies? What is the secret behind that? Because for all of those who are watching, I have got like around 6 customers who I was on a call with literally say, we did not saw your video script or your video anything. We were just reading the copy because it was on mute. Your audio was on mute. We were just reading the copy, and just by reading the Facebook ad copy, we decided that we'll pay 30,000, 40,000 to Himanshu. And I was like, जब पहली बार ये हुआ, I was like, हाँ फेंको मत, तारीफ करनी कर दो but just फेंको मत. And then it happened again, and then again, and then again, and it happened 6 times. And I was like, इस copy में ऐसा क्या है, which is like working so well. So that's my question. How do you plan to write your ad copies and landing page copies?
right. So even with the copywriting, right? So even before I understood what copywriting was, like because if frameworks was an IDA, PASS, WhatsApp, whatever the frameworks are. Again, it's a good thing. You need to learn all that stuff. I was doing ads before that also. Even then, I was converting. What happened is, again, it all boils down to where a person is. Where do we want to take this guy? 2 points. And what is and how are we like, if our product is the bridge between from what he is to what he wants.
The current situation, the distribution, and the vehicle.
How are we like expressing the vehicle? That is what all my copy is about.
Okay.
So like then then eventually when I started actually having a formal education in the past 2 years with respect to marketing, like I understood, okay, there is a framework for problem agitation solution. This framework was IIDA. So what I realized is I was following this before also. But if I have to explain someone, I can't, because for me it comes instinctively.
Correct.
For some reason, God give they grow like experience, they cool whatever it is. It comes instinctively. But if I have to just explain to someone, right? I was like, it's like you can think like this, you can think like that, but people don't think like that. They require a framework of thought.
You know how to think like that, but you don't have framework to teach.
Right. So that is why frameworks will work. But you yourself have to have an idea. You need to understand where this person is. Is he a problem unaware person? Is a problem aware person? Is a solution aware person or a solution implemented person? 4 different people. You need to understand where do we take him from this to the product. Problem unaware से problem like problem aware unaware से aware के लेके जाना है. Aware से solution aware को लेके जाना है. Solution aware से solution implemented को लेके जाना है. वहाँ से sale करना है. Again, the closer it is to sale is easier for us to convert.
Correct.
Farther he is, the more
harder it is.
We need to talk about. So that is what I understood, and that is how you write copy. Understand product and understand your audience. Then take that and put it back in your frameworks. Don't start with framework. So I've seen a lot of things where it's like say.
I understood your point.
It's like so I like sometimes laugh.
Attention.
Attention point. Benefit to one, hook, benefit to one. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, again, some people like see this and they like, see, abhi benefit kya likhe? People, लोगों को ना feature और benefit में फर्क भी पता नहीं चलता है. People like when I say do this, I tried this doing. I gave this framework, I took it from somewhere and I gave it to my team and I told them to write copy on this. They wrote features. Then I said, okay, I think I'm doing it the wrong way. Then I got them on a call. I got everyone on a call. I told them, see, this is what you need to do. Your copy has taken from here to here. And this is what you need to do. And now, go ahead and write the copy again. When I got the copy next time, then I realized, okay, this is how I think. This is how I have to tell them to think also.
So the technique to turn a feature into a benefit is the so that technique. So if the viewers don't know, it's a so that technique. So what you do is, let's say I say that my watch is sapphire glass. Right. You don't understand that. It's a feature.
Right.
It's a feature.
Right.
What I need to do is so that my watch is sapphire glass, so that usse hota kya hai? And now you explain, if you put keys or chains on anything, it will not get scratches. Right. Now you understand why it's a 40,000 rupees watch, because it will never get a scratch and it's a sapphire glass. right? So
Right.
turn that feature into a benefit and you'll convert even more when you're on sales
Right.
call or in webinar or anywhere,
Right. Right.
right?
And people are so again, like majority of the copies I see, right? It's a lot of techno babble. It's like
Hmm.
मेरा कोर्स में है ये है ये है ये है ये है. I'm like, भाई उसको क्या मिल रहा है?
Hmm.
What is he like? What is the transformation is getting into? Just like say one point he's sold. Why are you working so hard?
Uh,
This is my consistent
I'll teach you
thing.
pixel integration with
हाँ
all the
हाँ
technical things, and
right
the person is like,
हाँ
इससे होगा क्या? Because the
हाँ
customer is always
exactly
looking for pixel integration मिलेगा क्या? Now, if you say,
right
do you want to increase your ROAS by at least 20% through a single workshop? Now, that's a good offer because that's
right
what the
right
person wants.
right
Facebook
if
mask is
I
also a technical term. Do you want to increase your
right
profits by 20% if you're running Facebook
right
ads? That is when
right so my one of my again business mentors is Simon Sinek. Again he's not my mentor but I read his books a lot from my college itself. So I am a big follower of why how, what and how.
uh,
I
like
really
why,
really
how, and
believe in
what.
it. Why you do it, what you do, and
How
how
you
you
do
do
it.
it.
How. So it's why, how, and what. So it's what does your company
Ah,
do? How does your company do it? And why does your company do it? Remember?
right. Yeah.
Golden circle.
So again, I understand. My mindset is like I need to explain to people why I am telling them to do this or why I'm doing. So why comes first for me
Hmm.
in anything, not just like marketing, but even when I take a client, I'm like, why am I doing this? Is this just for money? Then I'm gonna leave this client after a month once my money thing is like fulfilled.
Sorted.
But if like a majority of the clients I take, why is like I want to actually see their business grow so that this happens.
When I
Like
said
my
when I
life,
came on the first call and we were planning to do
yes,
the ads, you said ki why are you doing internet coaching empire and why does this product and customers matter to you?
right,
I still remember, and then I gave you the
right,
real story of why I am only
yeah,
coaching that and not everyone
right,
else.
right,
Right. So
yeah,
that's the starting point for you. Why? And
yeah,
then what?
and for me, right, it's a very requirement because in the last 2 years, even Facebook market is sprouted up, coach is sprouted up. Everyone is a coach.
So the plant demand is
Everyone.
hitting at the same time.
Everyone is a coach. Again, you can sell your products by educating people. That doesn't make you a coach.
Hmm.
Please understand. There's a difference between these two.
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
is not scalable.
Hmm.
Like you just like like if you're thinking of yourself as a coach, that's not a like thing. It's a supporting activity to scale your business.
Correct.
That's how it is. So again, that's why I ask everyone like, why are you doing this? Why are you so connected to your business? So I understand like, ये like वेले लोग हैं नहीं तो
टिकेगा.
हाँ इसका
ये टिकेगा. Like
टिकेगा
it
yes
happens the testing thing when the 15 days
right
no sales happen, when you're losing money, when your bank account is negative, ये टिकेगा उस time. He would have
right
the patience and the courage to stick over
right
there. We're
right
busy
that's the
watching
thing
that.
yeah that's the
And the same reason when we are on sales calls or strategy sessions, we ask the same question: why is this important to you? And then we
right
need to know the exact reason so that we know कि ये वो वाला बंदा नहीं who would like take the course, see it for 3 days and be like हाँ कुछ और खरीदते हैं.
ये तो मुझे आता है सबको सब आता है but वो कुछ करते नहीं
सबको सब
है
आता
yeah that's the thing that's a very funny thing
है. Right.
yeah
So thank you, Vivek. Thank you for this amazing conversation. Really
it is
loved it.
great
One
talking
of
to
the
you
best
man
podcasts. 1.5 घंटा, I think it has been
yeah
gone. Good. I like these kind of conversations compared to half an hour interviews. Thank you so much, Anikali. Any last words you want to add? And secondly, you're 24, I'm 22. What is the advice? Because you have seen me. You have seen me.
right
What is the advice that you have for me? Because you said on the advice of video presentation and all that, I've improved on that a lot. Now, what is the
right
next advice you have for me or for all the 22, 20 years old? And secondly, any last words you want to add?
advice as in like no particular advice like the way you're going in like the direction you're going right it's a very like you are like me like the reason why we connect is because you are very close to what I the way I think also
Hmm.
so you want challenges you want to know like your attention span is very low and like things are very boring and I really understand like where you're coming from because how that that being said the only suggestion I would say to you is like put on some weight, please. Please put on some weight.
Done. Done. I use gym कल से.
because, because that itself is going to like यार देखो दिखाना पड़ता है ना लोगों को
Correct.
Like you need
They
to
judge you on the
have,
first. They judge you on the first instance.
yeah.
You can't do
But
anything.
so apart from that, right, I'm really looking forward to see the growth happening in you and Kanishka,
Hmm.
because like you two people, right, as entrepreneurs excite me the most.
Hmm.
Whatever we are, like whatever I'm achieving at this stage, whatever you are achieving at this stage, I'm just like you said, like 40 years mein na हमारा ceiling ही नहीं है. We
Uh,
can like crash
correct.
it
ये
because
कल
of a
चाहिए मुझे.
force.
It's like
Yeah.
when someone says like I'm 30 right now, 40 में 15 लाख कमाऊँ, I'm like, excuse me,
Huh?
what
Hello.
is this? ये क्या
Hello.
होता है? This is not
Yeah.
even like linear growth. Exponential
Yeah.
छोड़ो. This is not even linear, right? And when
Right.
I see, I'm like, ठीक है अभी 6, 7, 8, let's get to 15 like 6 months from now. It's like
Right.
that's how I think about like any business. And what are the
Right.
last words for the audience that is watching this? Facebook ads वाले को
Uh,
digital
yeah.
marketing.
So only suggestion I would give is don't take it very, very seriously. Like, like always compete with yourself. Like, don't like see like how would I say, कोई कुछ और कर रहा है, I have to do that. Don't be in that mindset. Like stick to one thing, do it like really, really, really well, and you'll be really, really successful. But like don't jump ships.
Hmm.
Don't like ये करूंगा उसके बाद ये करूंगा इसके बाद like don't run behind shiny objects.
Hmm.
Just do whatever you do it really, really well, and you will find success. It is just it's kind of like mutual funds. करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ हो जाएगा.
10 साल बाद
If
you'll
it's
get.
like like it
अभी समझ
don't
नहीं
just
आएगा ये क्या हो रहा है.
हाँ
20,000 कट रहे हैं मेरे बैंक अकाउंट से. But
yeah,
2
just
years, 3 years
like
down the line, you'll understand.
put your head down, work, everything will get better. Just be smart and understand people.
Hmm.
That is the only thing. Understand people, understand what they want, and that will like that should like push majority of decisions, not
Hmm.
money or not anything else. Right? That is the
Awesome.
thing.
Awesome. So all of those who are watching, definitely check out Vivek. I'll drop the links of Instagram, YouTube, and all these. Not YouTube, Instagram, and every link of Vivek down in the descriptions. Also, one more thing. Join the Strux weekly workshops. So Vivek does something which is called as weekly workshops. It's
Right.
not very consistent, but whenever he gets time on his busy schedule, he does a workshop like it's free workshops that you can attend. If you want to learn about funnels, landing pages, ads, and all of that stuff, geeky stuff, you can definitely join them and drop the links of that as well. Connect to him. Check out the YouTube channel. Explore more. Don't subscribe. Just explore. If you find it useful, then subscribe. If you don't, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.